Namaste.
Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today we are going to be doing a total body advanced senior yoga class with some emphasis on the hips, not just opening, but also strengthening and stabilizing your hips. This is for more advanced seniors, and that would just mean that you've been practicing yoga for a while. It doesn't mean you could do headstands and stuff like that necessarily. It just means you have hours and hours of yoga practice under your belt. So let's get started by coming into a mountain pose. And in our mountain pose, we want to come onto the three corners of the feet and lift and spread the toes. And with soft knees, we're going to start to bring the shoulders back and down, lining up over the hips. And then we're going to have our ears gently pulling back without lifting the chin, but we are going to lift up through the crown of the head. Take a big full body breath through your nose, in and out. With your eyes closed or gazed softly at a little spot on the wall in front of you. As you inhale, let your straight arms float, float, float. And then when you're at the end of your breath, as you slowly exhale through your nostrils, bring your palms slowly down to your side. Let's do that again. If you are not able to breathe out of your nose, you can make a tiny hole in your mouth, pursed lips, or if you can, nostrils only. That will slow down the breath, bringing the breath into the belly or diaphragmatic breath. And again, see how my shoulders pull down? They don't come up with the hands. Let's do one more. And then soften the knees, soften the arms, and kind of wiggle and twist and shake it out. All right, let's come back into mountain pose at the top of the mat. Lift the toes, shoulders back and down, ears back, lift up through the crown. Inhale, lift those arms, floating without the shoulders coming. Exhale, we're gonna bend at the hips and the knees, not the back. And then we're gonna let the head drop and release. And then we're gonna half lift. So I want you to slide your hands up a little higher probably than you usually think in a half lift. The reason is because we wanna straighten the legs completely and not only straighten the back, but slightly bring the shoulder blades together and the chin up. So you're lifting your heart. And then exhale, fold and release. Let's do that half lift again. And fold and release. Kind of hang in your release. One more time. And release. Now set your hands up and walk back to downward dog. We're going to walk our dog. So you just bring heel down and the other. And then on the inhale, we're going to push our hips back. Push them back. And on the exhale, we're going to bring shoulders over wrists for plank. Inhale, push those hips back, bend those knees, and then come into plank. Inhale, push those knees back. Exhale, plank. And now you can come to your knees, or you can stay on your toes. And we're gonna bend the elbows and straighten. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, your knees are behind you. Bend for chaturanga, straighten with the breath again. And then we're going to come into puppy pose. So in puppy pose, my hips stay up over the knees, and then I slide my hands forward and I drop my head and chest towards the floor for 3 breaths. Feel your shoulder blades coming together. And then come back with your knees under your hips, hands under shoulders for a few cat-cows and tabletop. Inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. Make sure your shoulders are getting involved in this movement, coming together, spreading apart, and your neck and chin as well, lifting and tucking. One more. And then we're going to take our right foot and bring it up to the front of the mat near your hand. So I'm still on my back knee, but I want to sink forward till I'm no longer on that back knee. See, I'm kind of flat or towards the front of the knee. And this is a low lunge. And so then you can come up to your thigh with your forearm like this, and you can stay here, or you can lift your left arm, maybe the right, for 3 breaths. You can also press off of the thigh because we want to lift the chest. Lift the chest. And then we're going to come back down, bring our hands to the floor, and we're going to do a half split. So we want to straighten this leg as much as we can, bringing our buttocks back. Bring your toes up or in, and breathe. And then we're going to bring our hands back down, and we're going to switch sides, bringing that left foot forward. Again, sink forward, bring the hips down, and then make your way up. Arms are optional, but you want to be pushing and lifting the chest up, pushing off the thigh. Low lunge. And then coming back down, bringing your foot back. And then we're going to bring knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to lift right arm, left leg for bird dog. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. One more. And switch sides, left arm, right leg. And back to downward dog for 3 breaths. Shoulders pull down your back. Hips go back and up. And then walk in hands and feet. Bend your knees and kind of hang over your thigh. And we're going to slowly roll up with your arms dangling. Last thing up is your head. Come into a shoulder opener, heart lifter, chin lifter, release. And softly swing it out, twist it out, bounce it out. Big cleansing breath. All right, let's do that again with some little tweaks. We're going to go now into lizard pose. Feel free to grab a pillow from your couch or 2. That may help you, and I will demonstrate that for you as well. So we're in mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold at hips and knees, not back. Head hangs. Get that good straight half lift, even if you need to come up higher with your hands. And fold. Step back to downward dog. Pull the shoulders down your back. Take 3 breaths. Really bring those hips back. Bring those shoulders down. Bend those knees to encourage this. And then come into plank, shoulders over wrist. Legs are stiff. Of course, you can come to your knees. Chaturanga, bend elbows. Of course, you can come to your knees. Come to your knees. Come in puppy pose. Keep those hips up high. Slide your hands forward. Drop your head and your chest. And then we're going to walk our hands into the center, and we're going to stack right hand on top. This is optional. And then we're going to turn looking to the left as we dip our right shoulder. Modified puppy pose. And then we come back in the center, and this time we're going to stack the other hand on top. Bring the head towards the floor and dip to the right. You're kind of dipping down left shoulder as you look to underneath your arm with the right side. And then bring your hands back, slide them forward, drop chest, drop head. And then bring your knees back under hips, bring hands back under shoulders, and we're going to come into a cobra. So we're going to scoop forward with the chest, drop the hips, and lift the chest. Cobra pose. And then we're going to go back into our low lunge. So knees under hips, bring that right foot forward, walk the back knee back, or simply lean forward, okay? We're gonna go into the option of lizard pose. So you obviously can stay here, okay, in low lunge. Or you're gonna bring both hands to the inside of this right foot, and you're gonna walk that right foot out. You could even come onto the pinky toe side of that right foot. Slide that back foot back, like you're going into a split. And then you can stay here, or you can come to your elbows, your forearms, or you can come to pillows, okay? 3 breaths. Slowly come back up, and we're gonna switch sides. I'll show you how to do it with the pillows for this one. Left foot comes forward. Lean forward so that back leg starts to straighten. Bring that left knee out to the left, coming onto the pinky toe side. And this is what it would look like with pillows. So you have a little support here. And that is lizard pose. All right, we're gonna lift ourselves back up into downward dog for 3 breaths. Then we're gonna come to tabletop. We're gonna come to our forearms, shoulders right over elbows, and make a fist with your hands. And then we're gonna walk our knees back without our shoulders going back. So shoulders stay over elbows. Drop your hips and push with your arms for forearm plank. Lower your hips. Bring your hands to the floor flat and lift your chest for Sphinx pose. Bring those hands back to a fist. Come back to your knees. Walk your knees under your hips. Now I'm going to give you 2 options here for dolphin pose. The first one is simply go back to plank. The second one is to tuck your toes and lift up your hips. Now for a strengthening dolphin, walk your feet close. For a stretchy dolphin, walk your feet back. The head can come to the floor. And back to tabletop. Let's go into another cobra. Drop those hips. Back to downward dog. And walk it in. Let's get a good half lift. Fold. And slowly dangle up. Roll and dangle arms up. Shake it out. All right. Let's now go into some chair poses, and then we'll get some more hip openers. So chair pose, a lot of times people sink too low. The important thing is you have that lightning bolt, okay? And that the chest stays lifted. So bring your feet hip distance wider, makes it easier, okay? Act like you're about to sit back on a chair that's a little higher. Maybe like the arm of the couch, okay? So just that low. Now, start to lift your toes and bring the weight into your heels. Bend your knees, but don't let them go to the right or left. Keep them in the center. They can go past the toes, of course. Start to lift your chest, that's important. And lift the arms if you can, and take 3 breaths. My chest is lifted, it's a lightning bolt. Weight is in the heels. And release, shake it out. Come to slightly wide legs and feet and make some hip circles as you namaste, gently pressing your hands in both directions. And shake it out. All right, we're gonna go into a warrior 1. Feet are on railroad tracks, right foot goes back, heel down, bend the knee as deep as you can, okay? Think about that low lunge. We're now doing a high lunge essentially. Turn your hips square, chest lifts, and 3 breaths. As I do this, I'm pressing into that right back heel, stretching this hip flexor. Bring your hands into namaste. Start to open up into the center. This right foot is going to stay straight or go to the pinky toe side. This left knee is going to bend deeply. Arms out, 3 breaths in warrior 2. Hug shoulders down. Look at your drishti. Come onto your left elbow, push off of it, and reach over your left knee, or side angle warrior. Come back up, and turn to the other side for warrior 2. Three to 4 breaths. Side angle warrior. And we're going to prepare for that warrior 1 on the other side. So you might have to move your feet slightly. And come onto that back heel, press into it. Bend that knee, lift shoulders and chest and chin to ceiling. 3 breaths in warrior 1. Hands to your chest. Let's go into a squat, a yogi squat. Feet are out, toes are out. You're gonna act like you're sitting on a stool, okay? Keep your heels planted. Hold yourself up as you actively push your knees away from you. Pull those muscles in that you use to hold in urine, pelvic floor, and breathe. Bring your elbows to your thighs. Slowly start to come into a forward fold. Hang and dangle and release. Half lift. Sit back in a squat. Come up and release. Cleansing breath. We're gonna vinyasa to the floor now. On the inhale, lift your arms. On the exhale, fold. And inhale, half lift. And fold. And downward dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, puppy pose. Inhale, slide those hands forward, drop those hips, cobra. And come into tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Lift your right knee, keeping it bent, like you're a dog at a fire hydrant. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that knee back towards the floor. Now, don't open your hips like I just did. Just move the leg without lifting that right hip. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Again, don't open the hip like the fire hydrant picture. Just the knee lifts. Imagine there's a china cup of tea on your lower back, upper buttocks, and you're trying not to drop it. Just move with your breath. We're stabilizing the hips, working those TFL, outer hip muscles. And we're gonna hold this. Again, don't lift that right hip. And release. And we're gonna start to come back gently just for a modified child's pose. Don't sink your hips all the way to your heels. That can compress your spine after age 50. So it's a modified child's pose. We're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna turn just so you can see. I also want you to know you can come onto your forearms if your wrists need a break. I feel like that's a little harder, but it's up to you, okay? And here we go. This is what you don't do, okay? This is what you do. You do. With the breath. Remember that china cup with hot tea. One more. And hold for 3. And release. And again, back to that modified child's pose. Some people like to bring their hands to their side and come on their forehead. But don't bring those hips all the way to your heels. of the hips. So first thing, just to make this total body, let's do some bridges. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Every time you lift, you squeeze your glutes, your butt cheeks in, lower, and you don't let your knees spread out. And this one, hold for 3. Lift as high as you can. Bring the weight into the heels. Lift the chest as well. Don't let the knees splay out. And lower back down. Bring the right foot into a figure 4. We're going to activate the hip flexors by bringing our hand to the inside of that right knee. Push and resist with your hand. Push with the knee, resist with the hand, and release. And again. Hold it for a full breath. Release. Let's do 2 more. Hold breath. Using our nostril or diaphragmatic breath, aka belly breath. One more time. Release. We're now going to do that and hold it for 3 breaths. If your knee hurts, flex your right toes in towards the shin. If your knee feels fine, relax the foot. You'll get more of the hip flexor. Use nostrils or a pursed lip, slowing down the exhale. And switch sides. Let's activate for 4. Inhale and exhale. Release. Inhale and exhale through the nostrils if you can, or pursed lips if you need to. Release. 2 more. Release. And let's go. Okay, release that. We're now going to hold it for 3 breaths. Slow, long exhales without feeling out of breath. And release. We're now going to do our last hip opener. We just activated and strengthened them, and I'm going to give you 2 options. The first one is to come back into figure 4 with the right foot, lift up that left foot, reach up, interlace behind the left thigh, and as you lay back down, hug the knee in. Remember, you can flex these right toes in if your knee hurts. The second option, if you have really healthy hips, okay, no arthritis, you're going to come onto your stomach with kind of a figure 4 with the right leg. My right toe is coming in a little. And then you're going to come down to your forearms, and you're going to try to bring that left hip to the floor. Again, you can flex your toes in if your knee hurts. We're hanging out here for about 6 to 8 breaths, either on your back or on your belly. Pigeon pose, by the way. All right, then you're gonna come off of that, come back onto your hands, and we're gonna do the left foot. You'll be able to see it better this time. I'm gonna come kind of catty corner. So see, it's not quite a figure 4. My foot's kind of coming more down a little bit, okay? You don't have to come completely straight, okay, with that shin, unless that doesn't hurt you. And then you start to lower down. We're trying to bring the hips towards the floor and breathe. And again, you can flex those left toes in if you have knee pain. About 6 to 8 breaths, about a minute. And slowly come out. Come onto your back. We're gonna grab onto shin, feet, or toes. As we bend our knees and bring our knees out to the side, we're gonna pull our feet towards the floor and rock it out. Happy baby. And then let's just do some gentle bicycles. Bicycling forward, Just releasing the knees. Sometimes pigeon can aggravate the knees. And then bicycle backwards. And hug it in. You can pause here, come into Shavasana, or you could be finished. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, and we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Please come back and practice as many times as you can a week. Namaste. God bless you.